Well, y'all, look, it's an end of an era, perhaps the beginning of the end, I don't know. But I've come a long way. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. It is with heavy hearts that I announce this will be my last trucking video. Good morning, y'all. It's the best sleep I ever had. It's got to be like 6:30 in the morning right now. Time to get up though. Trucking awaits us. First thing we're gonna do is make some breakfast, you feel me? So right here, I have my snack cabinet. I already got breakfast down. We're gonna have this right here for breakfast. Alright, next thing we gotta do while that's doing that, I like to make my bed while my food is cooking, you feel me? I don't like to wake up and it's just all in disarray. First thing you gotta do is make your bed every morning. Like, this is what I would do if I was at my crib in LA, so it's no different just because I'm on a truck, you feel me? Notice I have not cut the TV on, I have not cut on the radio. I do not want to hear that bullshit. So next thing we gotta do is make the bed, you feel me? That's beautiful right there, man. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it's perfect. Breakfast is ready. Your bed is made. Now you feel good. All right. Take y'all to the front now. We'll undo our curtains / blinds. From the last trucking video I made, a day in the life of an OTR truck driver, if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. But if you have not watched that video, please go watch it because that is gonna preface what I'm about to say. In that video, a day in the life of an OTR truck driver, that was actually my first OTR run as a solo driver with that company. But then right after, literally like the day after that day that I made that video, stuff kind of really went left for real. I had done a big old loop from like Southern California to Nevada to Utah to like Idaho to Washington, and then I was making my way back down into California through the top, through San Jose and all of that. So when I did that video, I was actually in Grandview, Washington, making my way back home. Well, as I'm making my way, I've crossed over into California at this point, and I don't know if you know anything about like trucking or just driving. As soon as you get into California, there's a very steep mountain range, particularly for truckers. It's called Mount Shasta. So Mount Shasta is a very steep incline for 18-wheelers. It's about an 8% downgrade. So I'm going down Mount Shasta, and as I'm going down Mount Shasta, I start to see this buzzer go off. Having any type of anything go off when you're going down the mountain is not good, nor is it safe, you feel me? So at that point, you know, my survival instincts kick in, and I'm just trying to figure out how can I be safe. So one of the safety features on the truck is that if you start having truck malfunctions or engine component problems when you're going down the mountain, the truck will slow down to a safe enough speed for you to get off of the road. So that's exactly what happened. My truck started shutting down as I was going down the mountain. When I get to the bottom of the mountain, I stop at a truck stop. Sure enough, it looked like it had ran out of radiator fluid. So bam, I put the coolant in, I'm back on the road. Within 10 minutes later, I see the same buzzer come on again as I'm going down another mountain. First thing I did was I called the dispatch to let them know what happened, and dispatch advised that I go to a TA since that's who their contracts were with. So I make it to a TA. So basically what he's saying is the hose, that black hose, it was rubbing up against this metal, and right where it was rubbing up against that metal, right there at the top, They're saying that the metal wore through the hose, and that's where the leak was coming from. And this is like all of the fluid that leaked. All everything that looked shiny and new, that's just radiator fluid. All of it's down there. So that was the problem. Right there where that little circular thing is, it was rubbing up against the hose on the other side, and that's where the leak is. The mechanics, they were like, well, we could try to put tape around your radiator hose, since obviously there's a hole burnt through it. We could try to put tape around it, you know, just to get you back home. But what they didn't understand was I'm still about 650 miles away from home. They thought I was just trying to get down the road about 30 minutes. Like, no, sir. At this point, I'm in Redding, California, and I'm trying to make it back to Pomona. So I'm telling the dispatch what they're saying about the tape and all that. The dispatch is like, well, yeah, just have them wrap tape around it and just try to, you know, get back home, try to get the truck back to us, da-da-da-da. All they're concerned about is the truck at this point. So I'm like, man, you know, at the end of the day, I'm the one with the CDL. I'm the one with the license. And if I jeopardize my license in any kind of way, that's on me. So if I feel like someone's asking me to do something that's unsafe, I, by all means, have the authority and the position to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to jeopardize my license doing that. So when they told me to try to drive 600 and however many miles with tape wrapped around the radiator hose, that was a red flag. Like, my company actually suggested that I do that. By the time they fixed the truck, I was out of time for the day. So I actually had to spend the night at the TA. The next morning I woke up, I go outside to do my pre-trip. Okay guys, so we are back out here, getting ready to take off. And as you can see, whatever they did last night, it didn't quite work. I opened the hood and that radiator fluid is just shooting out, man. So yeah, it ain't happening, bro. Man. It's not a slow leak at all. It's shooting out from around where they put the tape. So my guess is where they tried to tape it up, it probably caused pressure somewhere else. And now it's just he said it's just a bad hose. I mean, that little temporary fix didn't do shit. So I'm on standby. I called my company. Their shop, they said their parts department comes in about 30 minutes. So I have to wait at least that long to see if they can locate this part and maybe ship it up here to where I'm at. If they can locate it and ship it, great. But I have to hang out here another day, wait for it to arrive. And then at that point, they can install it and I can get on back down the road. If they cannot locate the part, which is on national back order, worst case, I'm just gonna have to get a tow truck to tow me all the way back to Pomona, I guess, because all my stuff is on here, bro. Like, I don't want to leave nothing. You feel me? So I don't know, man, but this is where your layover pay kicks in. I got laid over due to breakdown, or maybe this is breakdown pay. I don't know, whatever. I have to look at my contract and see how much money this pays me, but this definitely qualifies as breakdown pay because I cannot move at all. So y'all just keep me in your prayers. I'm hoping that I can make it home by Friday, man. That was the goal. So we'll see. So now it's up to the company to decide what to do. They arranged for a tow truck to come. When the tow truck got there, he towed the truck to a nearby tow yard in Redding, California. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but as soon as he got my truck off his tow truck and into that tow yard, it immediately just started blizzarding just out of nowhere. There's this tow yard. I'm with these people I've never seen before. I don't know these folks from a can of paint. They don't know me. They could have been racist people. They could have been Klan members. They could have been anything, but they turned out to be really nice by the grace of God. So at this point, I'm at the tow yard. My company has not asked me, am I safe? Still. They haven't asked me, you know, do I have per diem to eat? They haven't asked anything about my safety whatsoever. Now, I don't understand why they didn't just pay for me a flight from Redding back to Southern California. Instead, they sent me a driver, like another truck driver. Now, it took that driver, I would say probably like another 4 or 5 hours to get there to find me. Like, it was really hard to find me. They gave him the wrong address. When he finally got there, it was like probably like 3 feet of snow on the ground. So it was hard for him to still get to me because it was so much snow. He had to drive over a bridge. It was a lot going on. So thankfully the rescue driver was really cool. I was able to make it back home. When I got home, there was an issue of, you know, how long it was going to take to fix the truck. Now, initially I was told it was going to take 1 week to fix the truck. So I decided I was going to just have some home time for a week. And then once my truck was fixed in a week, I would just resume driving. Well, 1 week turned into 2 weeks. 2 weeks turned into a month turned into 2 months, 2 months turned into 3 months, 3 months turned into 4 months. And it was just always a different excuse. My job just kept telling me, oh, well, we don't have any loads now. We don't have this, we don't have that. It was enough to make me say, you know what? To hell with truck driving. But for right now, I'm just gonna say, you know, we're just gonna shelve trucking just for right now, you know. I really want to focus full time on just YouTube and just content creation and personal growth. So this whole situation in and of itself, it was a learning experience. And what it showed me is that, look, as long as you continue to work for people, you're going to be subject to people's BS. The only way to not be subject to people's BS is to work for yourself and do what makes you happy and what's truly your passion. So with that being said, I decided that rather than truck driving and trying to make somebody else a living and being paid pennies on the dollar, I decided I'm really just going to focus on this. I love creating content for YouTube. I love creating content in general for just whoever, whatever, you know what I mean? I just love creating it. I love the process of creating it and being creative. So that's really, you know, what I want to do. And I'm just looking forward to more positive results with this channel. And thank you guys for just tolerating that whole entire journey. I know the trucking journey was kind of dark and it was a lot, but if you made it this far, you are in for a treat from here on out, because you're going to really see just like, you know, how my life is now, the things I do on a daily basis, morning routines, the whole nine, you guys. So thank you guys for rocking with me thus far. Thank you for hanging in there. I know those videos got a little hectic, some of them even a little long. But thank you, thank you, thank you. We here now. We're in a much better headspace now. I'm safe now. I'm happy to be back in my own safe space. I'm investing into like camera gear, and I'm really having a lot of fun just learning about like cinematography and stuff. So if you guys are interested in growing with me, I'm interested in growing with you too. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and let's grow together. You feel me? So here's to a new life in content creation and, you know, successful YouTube future to come. I shall see you guys on the next video. Peace.